Hey guys, I'm Shawn of WebPianoTeacher.com. How are you today? We're going to do I Can Only Imagine by Mercy Me from a chord sheet. So let's get started with this. There's several ways to do this, but let's try this. I can only imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. Can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. Can only imagine. Can only imagine. And we're going to do the chorus too. All right, so I just learned this a couple of minutes ago. I'm going to pass it on to you guys. So the challenge in this is capturing the rhythm, the feel of the album version, because maybe there's piano in it, I don't really hear it, but we want to play it on piano, but we have to capture that feeling, and that's the challenge in these. Okay, I'm going to help you do that. And there's some easier ways to do that and more difficult ways that sound a little more cool. So let's get into it. Okay, so we have here in the key of E. All right, and so we got some sharps in there, and sorry about that, but the key of E is going to have a few primary chords that we always have: E, A, and B, and you'll see major 7 there and all that. Don't even look at that for right now. Just look at E, A. When you see A says 2, just think A. E, A, and B. We're going to add that good stuff, but it just makes it easier just to think of E, A, and B. Those are our primary chords in this key, okay? And guys, I want to tell you, I started a new praise and worship course on my website. All 13 of Michael W. Smith's worship songs in that worship CD that's red when he's reaching out. Remember that from 2000s? I taught every one of those for beginner, intermediate, and advanced on Web Piano Teacher. It's only $1 to get access to all that. Anyway, let's get to this lesson. I'm going to teach the whole thing right here. I can only imagine. So what we want to do, so I'm going to start pretty simple, okay? This is going to be pretty, you're going to be amazed how easy this can be, okay? So we're going to do B, E, B in the right, and the left hand I'm going to do E, B, E, okay? And I'm just going to go da, 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 when I walk by your side, da, 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 da. Now I'll slow that down. I'm going to show you for you beginners, okay? Together, right, left, right. And when I say left, I'm just doing my thumb. Together, all, right, left hand thumb, right, left, right. I think da, 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 da. Something like that. You have to feel that. Da, 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 da. You have to be silly like me and kind of say that. If you can say that out loud, you will be able to play it. Da, 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 da. Only imagine, baby, like when I walk. Now here's the cool thing, is that on the A, we're just going to do B, E, B, and we're going to do an A in the left hand, okay? So we're just kind of using these red chords as a guide. Don't worry about sus 2, you're already doing it. B, E, B, when I walk by your side. Later on, we're going to do this. That's coming up, but let's start with this. Can only imagine what it will be like, da, 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 when I walk. So all you do is keep the right hand and go to A on the left hand. When I walk by your side. Can only, back to this E. Can only imagine. Notice I didn't even change my right hand. I stayed here the whole time. I love that. Can only imagine what my eyes will see. A, like we did before, when your face is before me. Can only imagine. Don't worry about that. Just E. Only. Now to A. Imagine. So you notice that the right hand stays the same the whole time, and the left hand. There's chords on the guitar that work that way, where you can just kind of keep the top 3 notes and you change to the bottom. You guitar players know what I'm talking about. And so that's what we're kind of emulating here. All right, we're trying to capture that band sound, because it doesn't really sound right to go, I can only imagine what it will be. It doesn't work. We need a right, so besides just da, 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 get your left hand more involved. You have your octave and you have your fifth. So maybe practice this. Da, da, just left hand. And some of you going, slow down so I can exact copy you. And I say no, because you don't want to be a copycat robot. You want to have the music well up inside of you. So I'm teaching you a skill here to turn on that drum machine that everyone has inside us. God put everyone inside us a drum machine, and you need to turn that on. So that's what I'm trying to activate here. Dun, 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 dun. So you know, to start feeling that rhythm. Everyone I know can, even whether they play an instrument or not, can get on the tabletop in the dining room and just dun, 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 and play around doing beats. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. What we did in junior high, but we're doing it on piano. Dun, 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 dun. You got to do it for a few hours to start feeling it. I can only imagine what it will be like when I by your side. Can only imagine eyes will see when your face is before me. Only imagine. Okay, so I kind of went slower there. Now I'm going to play it and not worry so much about my singing, because it's hard to sing and play if it's new, and I just learned it a couple of minutes ago, okay? So here we go. I can only imagine. When I walk by your side. Only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. Only imagine. Only imagine. Now we're going to get to the chorus. It might sound like, well, it sounds like we're strumming the guitar and piano. We are. That's exactly what we're doing, okay? That's exactly what we're doing. So now we get to the chorus. Let me turn the page. Na na na, and I'm going to get to this where I go. You hear that in the song, right? Well, I'm going to put that in the piano part, and you're not going to hear everybody do this. But our version, I think, is going to sound most like the album. That's what I'm after, okay? Because this doesn't cut it. Surrounded by your glory, what will my heart feel? Does it? Na, na, na. That doesn't have the feel of the song, does it? Even though I'm playing the right chords, we have to capture that rhythm. 90% of your improv and your style is your rhythm, guys, not the notes you're playing, the rhythm you're doing with the notes. All right, so around. We got the same thing. Look, A says to A. Let's just do A on the bass. We're just looking at the A. B, E, B in the right hand. Surrounded by your glory. La, la, la. Now when I get to B, I'm going to just go to B on my left hand. I'm going to keep this. Can you believe that you can keep that the whole time? Surrounded by your glory. Oh, my heart feel. I stand. Now go to E. Stand before you, Jesus. And all you be still. To show you the other parts, because I'm kind of keeping it simple. Now if you're a very beginner, you want to do something like this. Let's keep it something repetitive. Da, 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 da. Together, left, right, right. Together, something like that. And then you can kind of graduate to doing and experimenting. A lot of the stuff you'll get and you'll improve on is from experimentation, okay? Not from being a copycat robot. So let's activate that drum machine inside of you. All right, now, this is what we can do, okay? So I'm going to show you this part. Okay, surrounded by your glory. All right, this is for advanced players later. You can do this. B, D sharp, B. Na, na, na. Remember that part in the song? No, no, it's going all the way through it. You can hear it. So I just put it in the piano part. D sharp, E, B. So then I do this because I hear that. Do, 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 do. So I'm going to go A, G sharp, F sharp, B. Okay. Some of you beginners are going, oh, slow down, I want to play that. If you're a beginner, you don't need to be playing that yet. You need to stick with what I showed you first with the simple rhythm and play it a zillion times. And then once it's memorized and you're even bored of it, then you can start to try to add those rhythms, okay? That's how that works. You gotta stay in your lane. Wax on, wax off, Mr. Miyagi. Okay, Daniel's son. Karate Kid. All right, so da, da, da. Then I'm gonna do it on B. See? Do, do, do. All right, this is for advanced players. What will my heart feel? Will I know this? Na, 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 na. When I stand in your presence. Na, na, on the beat. Na, 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 hallelujah. Na, 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 na. Only imagine. Only imagine. So you can throw that in there whenever you want. Want to go real slow? Here we go. Now surrounded by your glory. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. It's hard to do it slow and sing it. Will I stand in your presence? No, 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 no. Go faster. Only imagine. Only imagine. Now, what's some other things you can do? All right, surrounded by your glory. On the B, you can do this. Look, B, E, F sharp, B. Na, 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 na. You can also throw in that F sharp on the E too. Na, 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 na. Now on the B, if you get tired of doing up here, you can just come up here. Look, F sharp, B, D sharp. And for some reason in praise and worship, if we throw in that E above that B chord, it just sounds good. You know, we just, it's real dissonant, but we like it. So when I stand in your presence, na, 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 and speak at all. What did I do there? I just took what I had right here and I moved it up an octave. So that's one of the things you can do in improvising is you're in one place playing. But our instrument is so cool because we can just go up and do that. It's harder for guitar players to do this. It's harder for other instruments to do that. They don't have the range we have, and it's different. It's always a different, way to play something for the other instruments, and not for us. We just jump up, and it's exactly the same. So let's make use of that when we're playing. Let me show you. Let me go crazy on it. Comes in, you got to pull it back, okay? We're playing, we're drumming, and we're really drumming. We're drumming on the piano. If you're a good drummer, this will go right. You just jump right in, okay? But we got to pull it back on the verse. I can only imagine when that day comes and I find standing in the sun. I can only imagine Okay, guys, hope you enjoyed that. Check out my website, whole praise and worship chorus on there. Michael W. Smith songs, all 13 of them. Enjoy. Talk to you later. It's for $1 too. $1 you can get all of that.